And welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario 3D World. Last time we made it through worlds 2-1 through 2-4, counting the Mystery House and the, over here, the Big Goomba 2A. We're now ready to take on World 2-5, Double Cherry Pass. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this level was originally a glitch. Now, you'll see why in a moment. So once we grab the title power-up of the level, the Double Cherry, there are two of us now. From what I recall reading, this wasn't intended. It was basically a bug that they decided to actually implement as a feature, because they thought it was a unique mechanic, and they thought, you know what, let's actually use this for something. So that's cool. As a piece of advice, the way this works mechanically is, if you end up taking damage, that clone will disappear. So whatever one is the first to get hit will be the clone. So keep that in mind. So now we have 3. Also, something else to keep in mind if you're going for collectibles is you might want to actually keep another controller on hand. You'll see why in a bit. So we are now in control of Peach, since we've played as Luigi last time. So if you end up with multiple double cherries and 4 people, it gets super hectic and arguably fun. That is open to interpretation and personal preference, but a lot of people do like these levels. And that, I guess, is something noteworthy about this game, is the level design is definitely a lot more open, and I do feel like a lot of it has to do with the fact that they don't want to make this too crowded. This game in general, I mean. Because this is a pretty crowded game, let's be honest. Even with spacious level design. So again, that's why I do find it to be sort of a hybrid between the more open style and also the more linear style of games like... Oops, I messed that up. Games like 3D Land. So I need to actually wait till this block structure resets and try this again. So that is our stamp, so we only have one more thing left to go, and we actually have an extra Peach from where we normally would be, because I did find a hidden invisible block. You can also use the pipes to take care of the fire bro, but we took him out no problem nonetheless. You only need to get one Princess Peach copy on the pipe, luckily, and the others will just warp to you. So if you're playing 4-player, you do not need any copies. You can just jump on the platform and away you go. Which is good, because you'll probably accidentally get a lot of clones killed this level. So I'm gonna get a running start and jump. So it's yet again the first Peach that touches the flagpole that dictates what your position is. So keep that in mind so you don't accidentally grab the flagpole really low because you think it's just gonna be a specific one that counts. And coincidentally, Fire Peach. So that is up to 40. We're barely scratching the surface of this game. Still, even at 40 green stars, but we have cleared yet another stage, and all that remains of World 2 is the tank stage. Bowser's Bullet Bill Brigade. Now this may take a couple tries, this level's a little bit finicky, if I recall correctly. There is one of these levels that is kind of difficult if you're going for everything. And it might be this one, it might not. Because, again, I haven't played this game in a really long time, so... There's a certain gimmick that makes it so you cannot get hit during this level. And I don't even know if it's actually the level we're in now, or the one afterwards. As in, you know, the next thematically, not the next as in the next level, literally. We got a cannon hat thing. So, when you press Y, it fires. Actually, it fires on its own. Y is for charging them. So if you hold Y, you charge up and release. If I'm not mistaken, there is friendly fire, so if you are playing co-op, definitely keep that in mind. Do not accidentally shoot your friends with a cannon. That's no good. To quote Sonic, wrong series, but still an applicable quote. I broke something, clearly, because I heard the little chime for it before I could even tell I broke it. Now, with this game's controls, I will say I'm not a fan of the isometric angle of it. It's a little weird, but that's my nitpick, really. Break this and grab the stamp. So I think I messed up. I think we were supposed to keep the cannon the whole time. Now we're in a little bit of trouble as a result. So yes, the green star is right here. We have to break that with the cannon. Honestly, I'm not going to show getting that because, quite honestly, it's really obvious where that is. Maybe just at the end show how it looks, but other than that, there's not really much of a point re-showing the entire level. So we got Boom Boom returning. Okay, Toad. I forgot I'm playing Toad. So we got Boom Boom returning from, well, the new Super Mario Bros. Games, and also 3D Land. Though his first debut, ooh, he's invisible now. I forgot about this. You can still see him a little bit. But, yeah. He's not actually any worse than Super Mario Bros. 3, even. Sadly for him, he's really not a threat. So, moving on. And there is our second Sprixie Princess. Trying to do a long jump, not quite work there. This is always the fun part with Toad. Trying to actually make it to the top of the flagpole is a lot harder than it sounds to try to do that with Toad, because his jump is so bad. And we got a stamp of Boom Boom, conveniently, because we just defeated him. So now we have our next pathway. This is World 3, which thematically is the Ice World, though something that actually occurred to me is none of these worlds really mean much. We'll get into that probably 3 too, if my theory holds. But we now jump into 3-1, Snowball Park. This is a good level if I recall. I feel like I was in one of the demos, but I don't remember. Like, I don't think E3 or anything, but I feel like I saw this level before the game came out. So we can pick up snowballs, toss them into things. So these are basically Pokies, but snow Pokies instead of desert Pokies, I guess you could say. So that's clever. So you notice a little ripply, circly thing back here, which is, if I had depth perception, maybe we could actually grab this. The propeller box from 3D Land. It works exactly the same way if you played that one. It's actually pretty helpful in this level if I'm thinking of the right level. Oh, I thought that would be another propeller, so I kind of hesitated. Needless to say, I don't know if everyone gets propellers in this level. If like there's enough for an entire party, in other words. It'd be nice if that was the case, but I don't think so. So we got a Tanuki. Once an extremely rare power-up, is now in basically every game. Actually, I'm a little bit surprised that Tanuki isn't in Odyssey, now that I say that out loud. And we haven't gotten a single green star yet, which has me a little bit worried. So I'm gonna back up a little bit and look around. I'm gonna try something. I'm not sure if this is gonna accomplish much, but got an aerial view. I definitely see something I missed. I was really afraid I was misaligned there, so I was actually really close. You can see the tail clipping through the box, which just feels kind of lazy programming-wise. They couldn't just make the tail lay down flat when he has the box. It's a little bit weird. Yeah, see, it's fine like here, but when it's running, it's clearly clipping through. So that's a little bit of an oversight. Yes, that's nitpicking, but oh well. So let's actually see what these Goombas are all about. So this is obviously a callback to Super Mario Bros. 3 once more. You have the Goombas in the little shoes, except in this case, the shoes are ice skates. Now, I did that wrong. Okay, there's a way to ride on the shoe yourself, but I don't remember how exactly. So I see a green star in the background even. So we gotta catch this rabbit, which that was actually surprisingly smooth. More pokies, no problem. I'm gonna tilt the camera up a little bit just to get a better view of where I'm landing. Seems sensible. How does he climb like this? I don't know. Mario logic. So there we go, we completed Snowball Park with minimal effort. This level actually took me a while, and I don't recall why. Probably the rabbit, but it wasn't that difficult to catch. And getting to the flagpole is a complete joke with the propeller box. So, that's that. And we got a what's that called? A Bitty Bud? I actually know the name, I think, more from Mario Kart, because I'm pretty sure one of the vehicles is a reference to them. But I'm not 100% certain on that. Oh, I was just gonna ask why the path didn't extend that far. Answer my own question. Okay, so, before we go any further, hit that, just for the heck of it, and also get this thing I noticed off screen. So all the Sprixie houses have Sprixie stamps, that makes sense. But other than that, they're kind of useless now because Miiverse is, once more, yeah, it's kind of gone. It's not a thing, and this is a game that really isn't hurt too badly by Miiverse's untimely demise, but other games are actually kind of hurt by this. So really quickly, we need to point this out, but Louise She actually isn't a Tanuki. He's actually a fox, which of course is a reference to the old legend about foxes and raccoon dogs not liking each other, to put it bluntly. Which was the inspiration for the rivalry between Crazy Red and Tom Nook in the Animal Crossing series. And it also was in Kirby, which we didn't play that long ago. That went up in December. But there was what was it, Pon and Con, I want to say were their names. But yeah, that's also a reference to the same myth. So this is a scary level if you're playing co-op, because you have really narrow platforms to worry about. And this really is not a level that I would recommend playing multiplayer, unless you wanted to troll your friends, because this level is not easy with people. I'm trying to build up speed without going into the twirl, which is actually really hard. So that was the first part of the stage. Now we got a vertical auto-scroller. Everyone's favorite, clearly. Now, I'm a little bit torn over why there are auto-scrollers in this game. It's a little bit weird. Not really the biggest fan of this, but it's generally pretty innocuous. It's a pretty slow scroll for starters. And even getting the collectibles requires minimal effort because of just how well everything's timed. Again, with the caveat of this level sucks in multiplayer. And I actually just jumped off there because I didn't realize I was in the background, so that's what happened there. Luckily in this game they're really nice and start you off as super whatever character you're playing, instead of reverting you to small or regular, like Louise She in this case. I'm a little bit torn on it because it does make collectible hunting a lot easier. But on the other hand, it does kind of make the game a little too easy at times. Not going back to small Mario / Luigi / Peach / Toad. That's a lot of characters. So I'm actually using the D-pad now because I don't trust using the analog for this. After what just happened. Oh boy. I approached that platform way too soon, and I'm actually a little bit surprised it didn't horrifically backfire, but we made it. This really is unnecessary, by the way. You can actually climb up the flagpole to some extent with the cat power-up, so that kind of makes the whole thing moot. The whole, oh, we gotta raise up this platform. I guess if someone makes it to the end without the cat power-up, yeah, that's actually really clever. So everyone can reach the top of the flagpole, aka I think you get lives maybe for each character who reaches the top of the flagpole, meaning it's actually super helpful. Ew. We're actually breaking sequence, because I'm pretty sure you need Peach for this one. So we're actually gonna tackle this with Toad, unfortunately not Luigi. Shifty Boo Mansion, our first ghost house. But yes, this illustrates something I was talking about, where the world theme basically only applies to one level, and then everything else is just kind of a mishmash of themes. So why even have worlds with established motifs? I don't quite understand that. But in any case, at some point, probably not the next part, so the star count's gonna be off still. The part after is probably where I'll take a break, but I will be going back and getting that green star from Bowser's whatever the name of that level was, so I might show that at the end. But in any case, thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Super Mario 3D World.